Okay, I think we're live. All right. Thank you for everyone coming this morning. I wanted to take this opportunity to speak to the community and have others with me speaking about what the city is doing and has been doing to prepare for the upcoming bad weather session that we all know is coming. We all live in Kansas. We know it's going to hit us eventually. And so preparing for this eventuality has been something that has been going on for a while. The city manager, staff, and other department heads have really been doing a strong effort for a city community partnership with a lot of the other entities that also are concerned about the welfare of the citizens of Topeka who may not have the proper shelter or resources to keep them safe during this time. I want to stress how important it is that the city has been leading the request to our partners to bring what resources they have to help us. City has limited opportunity, but we know with our good partners that we have, like with Topeka Rescue Mission and Vallejo and others, that they have the same concerns, and coordinating that effort with our city staff, I think we will be able to be successful in helping everyone we can. There are still opportunities. I want to stress this. There are still opportunities for other partners in the community to step forward and offer whatever they can to help shelter those who need their help at this most critical time. It's important for us to know that we have to take care of everyone in this community. And it is important how we take care of those in most need. So those in most need know that the city of Topeka is doing everything they can to bring our partners to this effort. There are a few things that are still in the works, but I can tell you right now I feel very confident that we are going to be able to meet the needs that are coming with this very, very cold weather. So I won't go into the details. I have been visiting with the city manager on a pretty regular basis. He is the man that is coordinating the effort. He can go into some of the details, and I appreciate the fact that we have the department heads, the fire chief and police chief here as well as Tony Trier, who is also essential to this effort, and they will go into those deals respective to their specific duties for the city. Again, I thank you. I encourage the city of Topeka and the citizens to keep an eye on each other during this time. If you see a need that we have missed, if you have an idea that we haven't thought of, please bring it to the city manager's office. That will be the clearinghouse for everything that we do moving forward. So with that, I'm going to step aside and ask City Manager Stephen Wade to step forward.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. Really just echoing the mayor's comments here. The thing I love about Topeka is the fact that people step up. It's a great community of giving. It's a community of compassion. And so this is the time where Topeka shines. And so obviously with the weather event coming or expected to come, some concerns for our shut-ins, for our unsheltered, and in reaching out to our community partners, it was fantastic to see that plans were well underway. We know that the Topeka Rescue Mission and Vallejo started outreach efforts, I believe, on Friday. So this has not been a last-minute deal. They stepped up. They've been in the community. Off my left shoulder, you see the chief of police and the fire chief, absolutely very much involved with trying to support the efforts of TRM and Vallejo. The city is doing everything it can to support these efforts. I'll also give a shout out to our friends at United Way and our friends at Shawnee County. We know that there are plans being considered and examined right now so that we can help those in need. I certainly would encourage everybody to, if you have friends and neighbors who are shut-ins, please reach out. Please check on them. Do what you can to help and assist. This is a time of giving. It's that season, and so do what you can to help and support. Lamanda, would you like to take the lead from the TRM side?
Thank you, City Manager. I'm Lamanda Broyles, the Executive Director at the Topeka Rescue Mission, and at this time I would like for my staff to join me. I think being an important leader is also knowing how to follow and serve, and that is what we strive to do at the Topeka Rescue Mission, to serve our community. I want to give thanks to start off with. First of all, a big thank you to our mayor, our city manager, the police chief, the fire chief, Mr. Trower. Thank you for including our ministry, our nonprofit, and seeing us as a valuable part of this city, as our hearts are to serve all of those organizations and agencies as well. I also want to give a special thanks to Mr. Bill Persinger, who we joke and say that he's our partner, and he is. Anytime that we need something, he is looking at solutions, and his team are always willing to walk alongside TRM and to serve as well. In addition to giving thanks, I think that it's really important right now that anybody that's watching this, the citizens of our community and our town and our city, know that what you're seeing is unprecedented, in my opinion. You have government, you have nonprofits, you have agencies and organizations coming together to serve. And why is that? It's because the people that you see up here behind me and city officials that are in leadership, their hearts are in the right place. And they know that the responsibility that they hold is not that of a burden. It's that of a responsibility and a privilege, and it's an honor that we get to serve. I do want to speak very briefly because we are getting a lot of calls asking just what is TRM doing, what does that look like? One of the reasons why I've asked my team to come up here is because in addition to being on the streets and serving a 365-day, 7-day-a-week, 24/7 shelter, we are also on the streets. And when many things close down due to road hazards and other ailments, my team is out there. So the people that you see before you are my leaders on the street outreach team, in addition to my shelter team. When we have inclement weather like this, we look at it as life and death. And so we instantly look at what our policies are, and we make every change that we possibly can. For one example, we allow our entryways to turn into brief warming shelters, but I have to be very honest with the community that we can't house that many people in there. And so one call to action that I would like to do is, if you can, check on your neighbors. I know that sometimes we look at what we can't do, that we overlook what we can do. So check on those that are closest to you. If you have a facility or anything like that that you could open up, even if it's for 5 to 10 people, and to possibly feed those people, give them something warm to drink, but more importantly, feed their souls. Let them know that they're not alone and that we are walking alongside them compassionately to care, that in these scary times that we are with them. So we are making some changes. Our team always deploys proactively, which is why we went out ahead of the storm. My team has been out alongside of Vallejo Sunday, Monday, and today. We are also going out with the Topeka Police Department and the Fire Department and street departments, which we're blessed to do because, as you can see, our numbers are small. But when we take what we have and when we unite it, transformation can happen, and that's what's happening for the citizens who are in need in our community. And so we will continue to do that. We will also be out on Thursday and Friday and Saturday, not only checking on people in these life and death situations, but also bringing hope during the Christmas season. I will leave with this. There is a scripture in Jeremiah 29:7, where it talks about take care of your city. Bring peace amongst your city. And that's what primarily TRM is doing, and we know others are walking alongside that, because we know when we bring peace to others, we have peace in our hearts. Thank you for being the community you are.
We also have Bill Persinger from Vallejo. Bill?
Thanks, sir. I am Bill Persinger. I'm the Chief Executive Officer for Vallejo Behavioral Health Care, joined by Kristen and Kim, a couple of very highly capable individuals from the Mental Health Center. They're here to correct me if I say anything inaccurate. But let me say that, you know, it was pointed out that we just haven't spooled this all up this morning. The city, the Mental Health Center, Rescue Mission, our other government partners, we've been out on the street for a long time, following the lead of the Rescue Mission and others, Sergeant Rose and and the crisis intervention team. Lots of people on the street and have been for many years. In fact, a shining example of that is the Mobile Access Partnership. You may have heard about that. We call it MAP, 2 days a week. It's a rolling a continuum of social and healthcare services aimed at people who are unsheltered and homeless, aimed at individuals who maybe they have shelter of some kind, but there's no electricity, people living very marginally and precariously housed. We've been doing the Mobile Access Partnership for since May of 21. I think we've had contact with something like more than 1,100 distinct individuals, and so really a nice outreach going on every day. Our church and faith-based partners like the Rescue Mission, our government partners like Shawnee County Health Department, the Topeka Police Department and others, the Mental Health Center, Stormont Vale Hospital, we all converge a couple days a week either at the Salvation Army during the winter or at church parking lots to offer a continuum of services to people who are homeless and unsheltered. And today, we're ramping some things up this past few days and looking ahead the next 4 or 5 days. How many more people can we put on the street? Can we target some individuals who were not prepared, who are homeless and not prepared for minus, gosh, whatever it's going to be, and the bad weather and the wind? Are there some people who have ongoing and serious health concerns that we need to pull off the street if we can and get them into some temporary shelter? So we're working on some motel rooms. We've got our housing coordinator, Teresa, working on that along with the Rescue Mission partners and some others, and talking with the state of Kansas and some other partners there about, can we spool up and get some temporary motel rooms for a few days for those most at-risk individuals. And it also gives us an opportunity to engage people if they need other kinds of social and behavioral health or medical services. If we can get them to a safe, warm place for a few days, we can engage them. Although we are on the street every day, people like James, with the Rescue Mission and others out there every day. So we're proud to be a partner. I want to thank the mayor, the city, for calling us to the table, and we couldn't be more honored to be here. So thank you. I'll step aside now and turn it back over to City Manager.
I think with that, we can open for questions if there are any.
What are some messages that you as a city would give to those who help combat this extreme cold?
I guess at that point in time is obviously plan ahead. There is help available, and all you need to do is raise your hand because there's lots of folks that are willing to assist.
Got a lot of people watching. What would be a phone number or an email or something they can contact if they do run into an emergency situation that doesn't necessarily 911?
We would be happy to facilitate that, and that can be 785-354-1744. And you will get a receptionist, and when you do, just let her know that you are either looking at donating and wanting to help. We can help with that. If it is someone in need, we will have contact people for specific responsibilities and roles to make that happen. So again, 785-354-1744, and that is the main number of the Topeka Rescue Mission.
I don't think I'm out of line suggesting that if you see an individual who appears to be suffering from an acute mental illness or other kind of behavioral issues that might put them at risk and their own personal safety, I know we can call the crisis intervention team with the Topeka Police Department. Chief, didn't mean to step on your thing there, but I know that Sergeant Rose and his team are always available. I think that is accessed through the dispatch office or 911. Am I correct about that?
Right. And the non-emergency number is 785-368-9200. That will get you where you need to be as well, too. But don't forget, we are here. The public safety team is here, and we are ready and prepared. So if you need the emergency number, you need the emergency number. I think it's good to know all of the information, and I appreciate your question to get it out there. But, emergencies may occur in this kind of extreme weather, and that's what we're here for, to do.
And Chief, what can the community do to make it easier on the police department during this time?
Well, I think the community is already doing that. You've seen a great example of that from the community service partnerships that we have, public and private. I think check it out for your neighbors. That's what we do. The Capital City Public Safety Team, and that's all of us, including our public and private partnerships, we're prepared. We're ready for this. This is what we do. And more beyond that, this city is ready for that. Neighbors taking care of neighbors. That's what the state of Kansas does. That's what we've always done. And that's what I think we can do to help. So look out for each other. Call us when you need us. Don't feel like you're bugging us. That's not what we put the badge on for, either one of the badges that we have. We're here to serve, and emergencies are what we're built for. So I look at this as a challenge and also an opportunity on the back end.
Might echo with that. You mentioned both badges, so certainly Chief Phillips is off my shoulder also. It's been great watching fire and police work together. The teamwork is absolutely incredible. They work very well together, and so it's both sides that are reaching out right now and providing assistance. If no other questions, I think we're probably good. So thanks for coming out.